Hello students, let us understand tangents and secants of mathematics of class 10th. Let us see the lesson first. So these are tangents and secants of to a circle. Chapter 9. What is a tangent? What is a secant? We will understand. Okay, let us see. Suppose there is a circle. If a line is going, whether it can be outside the circle or inside the circle or just touching the circle at one point. Three possibilities. Either it can be outside or just touching or inside. That means the points of intersection are nil here. Point of intersection is 1 here. Point of intersection 2 here. Can it have 3 points of intersection? Suppose you try a line like this. It will have only 2 points of intersection. There is no 3 points of intersection. So any line can have no points of intersection, 1 point of intersection, 2 points of intersection. This 1 point of intersection, we call this as tangent. And this is what we call? This is called secant. Secant or chord. This is called chord. This length is called chord length, and this line is called secant. So secant is having intersecting at 2 points, and tangent is intersecting at 1 point. Okay, let us understand. So this is circle, and we have a tangent here. This is R. Now, what is the angle here? Angle. Let us draw a from here to this circle a perpendicular. Let this be perpendicular. So, what is this length? This length is this square minus this square. So, this R square is equal to, so let us say y and x. Y square minus x square. That means what? This y is beyond this R. Y is beyond this R. So, this is a longer distance than R. Because up to circle is R. Up to this point is R. Beyond is additional distance. So, for a tangent, R should be the minimum distance. Let us do here. So, it should be the minimum distance. Anything going on this line is having bigger than distance R. So, when we say it's a minimum distance, we'll call it when it is a 90 degree only, we can say it's a minimum distance. So, the tangent and circle at the point between radius and tangent, they are at 90. Suppose tangent is here. If I draw R here, again it is a 90 degree because this is a shortest distance. Is a shortest distance. Let us understand this triangle. Suppose I draw a perpendicular. From this point, this is the shortest distance of this triangle. That is the area is of base into height. This is base, this is height. Height is the shortest distance. Suppose if this is height, then this is longer than this because this is 90 degree. I have Pythagoras theorem. A square plus b square is c square. So c is longer than this. So this cannot be 90. For 90, it should be minimum. The distance from this point to this is minimum. Any point other than this will have you have longer distance. This is longer. This is shortest. So similarly here, R is shortest. If you go any point beyond this, up to this it is R. This is extra. So that means any other point is more than R. So that means this is 90 degrees. So whenever I draw a tangent with R, it is making 90 degrees. Okay? Let us understand here. Suppose there is a circle. I have drawn a tangent here. So now I am drawing parallel lines to this tangent. I am drawing parallel lines. So at this point and this point, these two are tangents. These two are TAN, GEN, TS, tangents, TAN, GEN, tangent. So parallel to each line in a circle will have only maximum 2 tangents. All those are chords. And this one going through center is called diameter. This is the longest chord. Longest chord. As the chord length is less here, it is increasing, again it is reducing. If you draw another line here, chord length is less. If you draw another line here, chord length is less compared to this. So this is the diameter is nothing but longest chord. Longest chord. So with parallel lines, between two parallel lines, a circle can have any parallel. Suppose I draw a line like this. I am drawing parallel lines to this. This is one tangent. Only two tangents can be drawn parallel. If I draw here, I can draw parallel lines here. Between center, it goes diameter. So any parallel lines, you can between parallel lines, you can have maximum 2 tangents on the other end. So this is diameter. This is diameter. On the both other ends of the diameter, you will have tangents. This is diameter. For this line, this is diameter. So both ends of the diameter, you have both parallel tangents. Okay, this is how the tangents are understood. Let us see our exercise 9.1 for understanding better. So if you want to draw a tangent, how will you draw a tangent? Suppose we have to draw a tangent to the circle. What is the procedure to draw a tangent? So the circle I have to draw a tangent at point P. So first I will do origin and point P I am connecting. This is radius R. Here I will draw a line which is 90 degree at this point. So this is the required tangent. How I will draw? First I will draw R. Then at this point I will draw a 90 degree line to this R. So this is the required tangent. Okay, that is how we draw a tangent. This is what is given. OQ is more than OP. That means OP is the shortest distance. That means OP and XY are perpendicular. This must happen to all points on XY. Therefore, true that OP is the shortest of all the distance of the point O to the point XY. That means it is perpendicular. OP is perpendicular to XY. Okay, is it perpendicular to XY tangent line? Construction we have seen. Now we'll do exercise 9.1. So fill in the blanks. A tangent to a circle intersects in how many points? Only 1 point. A line intersecting a circle in 2 points is called secant, or it's called a secant. It's not cutting at 1 point, it's cutting at 2 points. A circle can have maximum parallel tangents at the most. Parallel tangents, it can have only 2 tangents at the both ends of the diameter. It cannot have more than 2. The common point of a tangent to a circle and the circle is called point of intersection. Common point of a tangent to a circle and the circle, the common point is called intersecting point. We can draw, so how many tangents to a given circle? How many tangents can be drawn to a given circle? Suppose this is a circle. How many tangents can be drawn? You can draw a tangent here. You can draw a tangent here. You can draw a tangent here. You can draw infinite tangents. You can draw at every point you can have a tangent. So you can write infinite tangents can be drawn to circle. But at one point, so at point P, how many tangents can be drawn? Only one tangent. If parallel lines, how many tangents can be drawn? 2 tangents. So different questions for different understanding. All round we can draw tangent. So infinite tangent. At a point on the circle is a 1 tangent. Parallel lines, 2. Any parallel, so 2 parallel lines. I can draw 2 tangents. So you have to understand the question. This point between circle and tangent, what is this point called? But point of intersection between tangent and circle. Let us see second point. A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle radius 5 cm meets a line through center O at a point Q so that OQ is 12. Find the length PQ. Circle is 5 centimeters and there is a PQ is a tangent and OQ is 12. What is the length of tangent? It's simple Pythagoras theorem. Simple Pythagoras theorem. See, radius is 5. This is PQ tangent and this length is 13. That means this length is 12. Length of tangent is 12. How we can say 13 square minus 5 square is 12 square? A square plus B square is C square. So let it be A. A square plus 5 square is 13 square. A square is 13. 13s are 169 minus 25. That is 144. So A is 12. But this is a combination. 5, 12, 13 is a combination. 5, 12, 13 is a combination of a right angle triangle. It can be 10, 24, 26. All I have multiplied by 2 into 2 into 2. When I add these 2 square into 5 square plus 12 square. So when this is 2 square into 13 square. When I do square root 2 into 13, that is 26. You can go on adding. If I multiply with 3, 15, 12 3s are 36, 13. These are the set of standards. Even 3, 4, 5. 3, one more set is 3, 4, 5. 3 squares are 9, 4 squares are 16, that is 25, under 25 is 5. This is a set of right angle triangle. It can be 3, 4, 5. This is hypotenuse, these are the sides. Or if I multiply with the 2, 6, 8, 10. Or if I multiply with the 3, 9, 12, 15. If I multiply with 4, 12, 16, 20. These are the sets of right angle triangle. Similarly, this is one set 3, 4, 5. Another set is 3, 12, 30. You can go on multiply. So that is why I could straight away put as 12 because I know 13 square minus 5 square is 12. This is part of the set. Let us see. Draw a circle and 2 lines parallel to a given line such that one line is tangent and another is a secant to the circle. Draw a circle and 2 lines parallel to a given line such that one is tangent, another is secant to the circle. Very simple. Suppose this is a circle and I want this is the line. I want to do one parallel line. One is secant and one is tangent. Okay. I have to draw parallel to this. So I will connect this 90 degree. This line is connected 90 degree. At this point, I draw a 90 degree line. At this point, I draw another 90 degree line. So this is tangent parallel to this, and this is secant because it has 2 intersecting points. It can be here, it can be very nearby also, this also. Because what I have to maintain is, I have to maintain 90 degree. That means these are parallel. How I get 90? I draw a 90 degree line from this. Suppose this line is here. This is the line. How I will proceed? First, from this, I will drop a 90 degree line. So at this point, I will draw another 90 degree and any line parallel to this. All are maintained 90. So I can draw both the lines. So let us see. Calculate the length of tangent from point 15 centimeters away from the center of circle of radius. This was similar to this problem. 15 square minus 9 square. We have just seen 15 square minus 9 square. This one, that is 12 square. 15 square minus 9 square is, so this is a set. 15 square minus 9 square is 12 square. So automatically answer is 12. So let us see from how many tangents can be drawn from a point onto the circle. Let us say this is the circle. From inside, how many tangents can be drawn? Nil. Because if I draw a line through the inside, it is a secant. It can never be a, so this is inside. It can be a secant. Whatever line I draw, it will be secant. So from inside, no tangent can be drawn. And from on the circle, one tangent can be drawn. If the point is away from the circle, external to the circle, then there is one tangent like this, there is another tangent like this. You can draw two tangents maximum. Any other line will have secant. We have two intersections. It is like a sun rays. Suppose this is a bulb. Rays are flowing. It is only just touching only at 2 points. They need not be on diameter because they are not parallel. If they are parallel, then they are diametric. This is originating like an arrow from the source of point. So I can only draw two tangents which are P1, P2. So from external point, two tangents. On the line, one tangent. On the circle, then internal, 0 tangents can be drawn. Let us see the property of this. This is the line. This is a point. I have two tangents here. One tangent and another tangent. Let us see. I'm joining this. So what is the rule of the tangent? This area it makes 90 degrees because shortest distance from the this is radius. This is also 90 degrees. This is radius. This is a common side. So if you see a triangle, suppose this is O, P, Q, A. If you see a triangle OAP, OP is equal to OQ. OP is equal to, I am two triangles, OPA and OQA. I am comparing two triangles. In the two triangles, OP is equal to OQ. OA is equal to OA. Angle P is equal to angle Q. See here, this is equal to this. This is common. Then what is this hypotenuse? This is a 90 degree. Hypotenuse A square plus B square. This is C square. This is 90. No? This is C square. This is B. This is A. A square plus B square is equal to C square. So C is same. R is same. So these two also supposed to be same because they both are 90 degrees. Let us see. Here, this is common. OA square minus OP square is equal to AP square. Similarly, OA square minus OQ square is equal to AQ square. Because this is 90, this is hypotenuse, this is 90, this is hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square is equal to, this is hypotenuse square minus OP square is. But OP and OQ are same, are. So that means OA AP is equal to AQ. So these two are same. These two are same. Okay. So these two are similar triangles. Now we can say that an external point makes similar triangles. This is 90, this is 90. So O, P, A, Q. So these two are similar triangles. That means what do you mean by similar triangles? This angle is this is 90, and this angle is equal to this. So when these two angles are this, that means what? this at the point of A, it is bisecting, both lines are bisecting the center line. From A, if you connect to A, both are equal angles bisecting the center line. Both our angles are same. This is 90, this is 90, these two are same. What is this angle? This is 90, this is theta. What is this angle? This is obviously 180 minus 90 minus theta. So this is 90 minus theta. This is also 90 minus theta. So if we add these two, what is this angle becomes? Angle O, 180 minus 2 theta. 180 minus 2 theta. What is angle A? Angle A is 2 theta. So what is, this is 2 or 90? You understood? If this is 2 theta, then this is theta by 2 here. Theta, theta, 2 theta. Angle A is 2 theta. So it is bisecting. So theta, 90 plus theta, this is 180 minus 90 plus theta. That means 90 minus theta. This is also 90 minus theta. When we add these two, 180 minus 2 theta. Angle. This is 2 theta. Now let us see another property. R. What we have found is this is theta, this is theta. Let us see. I draw a chord here. I draw a chord here. This is 90. This is 90. This is 90. So you have 90, you have theta. What is here? This portion is 90 minus theta. This is also 90 minus theta. Because this is 90. This is theta. This total is 180. So this portion becomes 90 minus theta. But this is 90. If you see, this is 90. And the smaller one is 90 minus theta. That means what is this one? This is theta. So let us see again. This is a circle. This is an external point of the circle. This is center. The radius is R. So I joined this. There is a tangent and there is a tangent. So I am joining this tangent. We know the radius makes tangent 90 degree. So this is 90. This side is this side. This is a common side. And automatically the hypotenuse, this is 90 means this is hypotenuse. A square plus B square is C square. When A square, C square are equal, A square A is equal to A, C is equal to C. So automatically B is equal to B. So these two are same. So these two are congruent triangles, not only similar, but they are congruent also. Similar means if they are proportional. If the sides are proportional, angles are same, but sides are proportional. But this is congruent. That means same ratio, equal ratio. So that means what? This angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. This is 90. All three angles are equal. All three sides are equal. Now let us say O, A, B. Let's say this is P, C. This is B. O, A, B. This is a point P. So we now see that PA is equal to P. So if this is theta, this is 90. So in this triangle, total sum is 180. So what is this one? This one will be 180 minus 90 minus theta. That means this is 90 minus theta. This is also 90 minus theta. If we add this, so if angle O is equal to 90 minus theta plus 90 minus theta, that is 180 minus 2 theta. This is this angle. Suppose now you check the second case. So I draw a vertical line, perpendicular line. So what is this angle? So this we know is 180 minus 2 theta. That means the sum of these three are 2 theta. Because in this triangle, total sum of all the angles is 180. So 180, out of which 180 if we remove, 2 theta is left out. Because R is R, it's an isosceles triangle, sides are equal. So this is theta and this is theta. So this total is 90 and becomes 90 minus, because this is 90, this is theta, this is automatically 90 minus theta. This is also 90 minus theta. So all the readings have come. Now you see how to draw two tangents from this point. Suppose this, and this is at a distance of say 10 centimeters. This is say 5 centimeters. Is this 5? 5 plus another, this may be 8, maybe 13 centimeters. That is 13 centimeters. Now what is the distance? I draw a center point, 6.5. From 6.5, I draw a circle. So these 2 points are the tangent points. This is R, this is R, this is OP, this is OP, OP, OP. So now we got these 2 points. How we have got it? Because now you see here, this is 90, it's 90. These 2 are equal. So this is how we find out 2 points on the circle, which is you have formed a tangent. So let us see the exercise 9.2 with this knowledge. So 2 points can be drawn from an external point. Same proof. Construction. See, from O you have joined external point and the midpoint is taken. We have drawn the circle of the midpoint. And the midpoint, then we got these 2 points. How this midpoint? Either you measure and by 2, or you can have this system. You can, with the same curve, you can cut a bisector line. So you can join these 2 points. So what he has done here? How to find midpoint between these 2? From here I take a compass and draw a line here. Compass and draw a line here. In the same distance, I draw a compass line here, compass line here. So these 2 points are at equidistance. This is equidistance from here, equidistance from here. So if I join these 2, this is the bisecting line. So if I join these 2, this is the center of bigger circle. This circle I have drawn. And I want, for this circle, I want the tangents. So these are the 2 tangents. Okay. So instead of measuring, we can use compass and bisect the line. So these are the triangles. These are problems we'll see in the examples. Let us see this example. This example. What is given? If a circle touches all 4 sides of a quadrilateral, they need not be parallel. This is not a trapezium, this is not a square, this is not a rectangle, this is a quadrilateral. It can be any angle. It points this, then you find out that sum of the alternate sides are equal. AB plus CD is equal to BC plus AD. You have to prove. Let us see here. So let us say this is the circle. So A, B, C, D. D, E, or is a P, Q, or S. Is the same thing given or so? A, B, C, D. Between A and B, P, B and C, Q, C and D, R. It is S. Okay. A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S. No problem. The AB is given here, but it's all okay. Now we have to find. See, from this point, These are the tangents to the circle. That means PB is equal to BQ. These two are equal. From this formula, these two are equal. So these two are equal. Similarly, AP is equal to AS. Similarly, DR is equal to DS. Similarly, CR is equal to CQ. Now, what is to be proven? AB plus CD. AB plus CD is equal to, AB can be written as AD plus BD. CD can be written as DR plus CR. If you see, AD is equal to AS, BD, AS plus SD. DR is equal to DS. DR is equal to DS. BD. What is this? BD is equal to BP. This is B. AD plus AB is equal to AP. Sorry, this AB is equal to AP. This AP plus BP. So AP is equal to AS. BP is equal to BQ. So CR is equal to CQ. So AS plus SD is equal to AD plus BQ plus CQ is equal to BC. So opposite sides are equal. So AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. So what principle I have taken? These are all equal distances. Suppose if a point is here, I have to draw a tangent. This is a tangent. But we have seen earlier, these two are equal. So same principle is applied at all the four corners, and we have interchanged the dimensions. So we got opposite sides are equal. Let us see 9.2. The angle between a tangent to a circle and to the radius at the circle is 90 degrees. From point Q, the length of tangent to a circle is 24. Distance of Q from the center is 25. Radius of the circle. 25 square minus 24 square whole root. So we know 25 square minus 24 square is 7 square. 25 625. This is 576. 625 minus 576 is around 49. So root of 49 is 7. So we can say the radius of circle is 7. Now let us see the third one. If AP and AQ are two tangents of a circle with center O, these two are equal. So that POQ is 110. Then what is PAQ? We have seen this is 180 minus 2 theta. So 70 is the 2 theta. 2 theta is A. 2 theta is A. So this side, when we put a line here, theta this side, 2 theta is 70. So answer is P. You see here, if tangents PA, PB drawn from a point P to a circle with center O are inclined to each other at 80 degrees. Tangents PA, PB are, that means 2 theta is 80. Then what is POA? PA, PB. Let us see here. Center is O, P is axial point, A and B. What is given is, if the tangents PA, PB from point P to circle inclined to each other at angle 80. This is 2 theta is 80. 2 theta is 80. Then POA is asking this angle. Is asking POA, this angle. This is 90. This is 2 theta. So here it becomes 40. So this is 90 minus 40 is 50. So angle A, this is also 50. If you see 180 minus 2 theta, 180 minus 80 is 100. So total angle is 100. So this is 50 and this is 50. From both sides you can come. Total angle is 100. So half of this is 50. Or you can say 90 minus 40 is 50. So this is to be 2 theta. Angle P is 2 theta. If angle P, if I say is theta, then what I'll bring? This becomes theta by 2. This becomes theta by 2. So for convenience, I have taken it as a nomenclature 2 theta. Okay. You can take theta and convert into theta by 2, no problem. So let us see in this figure. Figure xy and x dash y dash are two parallel tangent to a circle. Parallel means is opposite to the diameter. And another tangent AB is point of contact is intersecting xy. Then at A, x dash y dash. xy at A and x dash y dash at B, A and B. Then angle AOB is being asked. Let us see. See, two parallel means this is 90, this is 90. So this is a, these two are connecting here. This is also 90, this is also 90, this is also 90. So now what we have here is, let us see here. This is the two tangents and this is another tangent drawn. Now if you see this is parallel to this, so this is R, this is R. Now what is this distance? This is also R. So we have drawn another parallel line to this because this tangent is parallel to this. That means this is 90, this is 90. That means this distance is also R, this distance is also R, this is also R, this is also R. So it is a square. Two squares have formed. Because what is the distance between those two parallel lines? Nearest distance, or here it is 90. Here is also 90. This is perpendicular. So when we draw a line here, this line here is 90. This is R, this is R. That means these two angles are same. That means this is 45. Similarly, this is 45. If you add these two, 90 degree. I'll simply draw here. Forget about circle now. This is A, B. This is X A, X dash, Y dash. Let us say, I want this angle. What I have found out is this is R, this distance. This is also R, parallel line, R. This is also R. That means what? This angle, this is 90, and here both are equal angles. So 45, 45. Similarly, 45, 45. So this total angle AOP or X dash OP Y dash is 90 degree. So angle AOP is 90 degree. Why? Because all are parallel lines. You see what is given here? XY and X dash are two parallel tangents. Another tangent to be with the point of contact at C intersecting. So this is 90. When I put R, this is 90. That means everything is 90 degree angle here. Or we can say another way also. Leave it. So let us say other two concentric circles are 5 and 3. Find the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Nothing but let us see. So this is 5. This is 3. Concentric means center is same. I drawn a chord here. And a chord here. What is he asking? Find the length of the chord. This I know this is 5. This 3. So this is automatically 4. So length of the chord is 4 plus 4, 8 centimeters. Because this is bigger R, This is smaller r. So this is a 90 degree. Tangent is 90 degree. So 5 square minus 3 square is 4 square. So here is also 4, here is also 4. Total is 8. Prove that parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. Let us say this is a parallelogram, and I am finding a circle. You have to prove that this, if a circumscribing a circle, that means we are having a rhombus here. What is rhombus? Rhombus means all sides are equal. What is the difference between a square and a rhombus? Square also all 4 sides are equal. Here also 4 sides are equal. Here also diagonals intersect at 90 degree. Here also diagonals intersect at 90 degree. But only difference is here diagonals are equal, but here diagonals are not equal. That is the rhombus. So you have to prove that a parallelogram diagonals are, this side is equal to this side is equal to this. That is why it's called parallelogram. We have to prove. So this is external point P, Q, R, S. So let us say A, B, C, D. So PB is equal to PA. PA. So BQ is equal to QC. QC, the same. All 4 will come like this. Now what you have to prove? This is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. So this being an external point to the circle, and these are the 2 tangents. That means what? AP is equal to P, PB is equal to PA. Similarly, BQ is equal to QC. Like that, all the corner sides are equal. So that means what? This side plus this side is equal to this side plus this side. Because earlier we have seen opposite sides are, sum of opposite sides are equal. For a subscribed any polygon. Here also same. When I add these 2 and these 2, it will automatically be other 2. That means what? This polygon, all sum SP plus QR is equal to RS plus PQ. Sum of opposite sides are equal. So we can see here, this is a parallelogram. This side is equal to this side. So when this total side is equal to total side, sum is 2 into this side. Here also, this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, being a parallelogram. So when I say sum 2 into this, that means what? All 4 sides are equal. So here is a parallelogram with all 4 sides are equal. That means it is a rhombus. If a parallelogram with 4 sides equal is nothing but rhombus. Because here it is not 90. If it is here 90, then it is a square. It is a square. Since it is not 90 here, this is a parallelogram given. So the parallelogram with equal sides, that means it is representing a rhombus. You have seen this earlier. See this. Let me share this. This is for any polygon. If a circle touches all 4 sides of any polygon of a quadrilateral, then sum of opposite sides are equal. AB plus CD. AB plus CD is equal to BC plus DA. This we have already done. That means what? This plus this is equal to this plus this. That means, being a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal for our problem. So all 4 sides are equal. Okay. We'll continue. We'll go to next problem. 4th one. What it is asking? A triangle ABC is drawn to subscribe circle of radius 3 centimeters, such that segments BD, this is 3 centimeters, this is 9 centimeters. Find sides AB and AC. Okay, let us see this. There is a circle and there is a right angle triangle. The right angle triangle. A triangle AB is on to subscribe 3. Segment BD and DC into which BC is divided by the point contact D and 9 centimeters. See figure. Find sides AB and AC. 3, 9, that's all what is given. And this is 3. Now you see, this is an external point for this circle. That means if this is 3, this is also 3. Again, this is an external point for this circle. So when this is 9, this portion is also 9. So let this portion be x. So we have a right angle triangle with a square plus b square is equal to c square. So I will get value of x. So let us see. X plus 3 whole square, a square plus 12 square is equal to x plus 9 whole square. So when I solve this, x square get cancelled. X square plus 6x plus 9 plus 12 square is equal to x square plus 81 plus 18x. 12 square is 144. So x square cancels. So 18x minus 6x is 12x. And 144 minus 81 is 144 minus 81. 3, 6, 163. No, 63. Is there anything wrong? 9 plus 3 is 12. 144. So this is plus 9 also is there. So 63 plus 9 is 72. So x is equal to 6. X is equal to 6. Because 144 plus 9 minus 81. 63 plus 9 is 72. X is 6. So this is 6. This is 6. Now what are the sides become? This side become 15. This side become 9. This side become 12. So 12, 9, 15. It is almost resembling to 3, 4, 5. 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, 5 3s are 15. So this is a set of right angle triangle things. So 3 into 3, 4 into 3, 5 into 3. Okay. So the sides are uptight. Let us see next problem. Draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters. From a point 10 centimeters away from its center, construct tangents to the circle and measure the length and verify using Pythagoras theorem. So 6 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and what is their length? So this is 6 centimeter circle. So this is 10 centimeters from here. So this is 6, this is 10. That means what is the midpoint is 5. 5 will be somewhere here. So from here we'll draw another circle. So these are the 2 points of the tangent coming from this. What is the length of this? This is 6. This is 10. So automatically this side is 10 square minus 6 square. 100 minus 36 is 80. 100 minus that is 64. That means root of 64 is 8. Both sides are equal because this is 6, this is 10, and you have a 90-degree here. So a square plus b square is equal to a square plus b square is equal to c square. All same. So we have to measure with scale and find whether this is coming to exact or not. Next, let us see seventh one. Draw a circle with the help of angle. Take a point outside a circle. Construct a pair of tangent from this point to circle. Measure them. Write conclusion. Same thing what we have written. Same thing what we have. Here what we have to, he has not given any distance. So what I have to do, I have to find out a midpoint. I have to find out a midpoint, for which what I will do. So suppose this is a angle, and I will take a point outside. This is center. So from here I will take cut an arch with the compass. From here also I will cut an arch, same length. So that means what? This is a perpendicular bisector. So this is a point from which I have to draw a circle matching this. That means these two are the tangents. Okay. And we can measure all the dimensions also. Let us see this problem. In the triangle ABC, a circle with a side AB as its diameter drawn to intersect hypotenuse AC at point P. Prove that the tangent to the circle at P, this is the tangent, bisects the side BC. Let us understand this problem. This is the tangent at P and it is bisecting. This is BC. We have to prove that BQ is equal to QC because this is bisecting. To prove BQ is equal to QC. But we know this is an external point. So BQ is equal to QP. Being external point, these are two are tangents. So we know BQ is equal to QP. Now we have to prove QP is equal to QC. Let us see how to prove it. Now A plus B plus C is 180. B is 90. So I connect this point. So this is radius. This is also radius. That means this angle and this angle are same. When this angle are same, then what is this angle? This is totally is 90. Angle APB is 90, being a part of semicircle. So semicircle, if this is 90, if this is A, this must be 90 minus A. What is this 90 minus A is nothing but C. So what we got? Angle OPB is C. Now, if you see here, angle OPQ is 90. OPQ is 90 because between radius and tangent. So if I say here A plus 90 is equal to 90 plus A. What is left over here? 90 plus A is up to this point. So whatever left over is C. So this is C. Angle QPC is C. Why C? Because total is 180 and this is 90. 90 plus A. 90 plus A, what is left over is 90 plus A left over is C. So this is C. So when these two angles are C, that means this side is equal to this side. That means what? QP is equal to QC. That means earlier we have seen QP is equal to BQ, that is equal to BQ. That means QC is equal to BQ. This is both are equal. So this is bisecting BC. BC is bisected by point Q. Now if you see what are the other angles, just I want to see for learning purpose, what are the other angles. If this is, we got this as C, this is A, this is C, this is C. Then what is left over here? A plus 2C. A plus 2C plus this is X is equal to 180. A plus 2C is equal to, plus this is equal to 180. But A plus C, we know. What is A plus C? A plus C is equal to 90. So 90 plus C plus X is equal to 180. 90 was 90 becomes X is equal to 90 minus C. 90 minus C means B. 90 minus C means B. Yeah, let us say this angle is C. So this is 90 minus C means B. This is B. So that is why these two are, wait, total is B. This is 90, this is C. 90 minus C is A. This is A. Because A plus C is 90. A plus C is 90. If this is C, this is A. Because A plus C is 90. So this is also A. So basically they become similar triangles. They all become similar triangles. So this is A, so these two are equal. This is C, these two are equal. So we got a bisecting angle. So finally, what are the angles we got here? This is A, this is A. This total is 90. That means this is 90 minus A. That means this is C. This total is 90. This means this is 90 minus C. This means A. So this has become C because of 90 plus A plus C. So what we got here? A plus C. A plus C is again, this is also 90. Here also 90. So this is C, this is A, C. So like that we got A is equal, that means these sides are equal. C is equal, that means these two sides are equal. So we got this is a bisector point. So we'll say the last point. Draw a tangent to a given circle center O from a point R outside circle. How many tangents can be drawn to a circle from the point? We know two tangents can be drawn. The distance of 2 points to the point of contact is same. This we have already done this exercise. Okay. Let us understand secants. Earlier we have studied about tangents. Now we'll understand secants and the segment covered by secant. Suppose this is the secant. Secant means it has two intersecting points. Tangent will have only one intersecting point. This is two intersecting points. So this is a segment covered by secant. This is a larger segment. This is a smaller segment. So if it cuts at a diameter, we have equal segments. But in the other side, we have a smaller segment and we have a larger segment. Let us deal how to understand this. Let's say this is a circle. What is the area of circle? Pi r square. This is r. Now, let us take a segment here. I have taken a segment of, say, pi by 2. Pi by 2. So what is the area of this? So we can say this is total is 2 pi. Total is 2 pi. Because if you draw a line like this is 180 degree pi degree, this is 180 pi. So you can say pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. This is the unit is radian, here unit is degree. So whenever the problem is given in radians, we use pi. Whenever it is given in degrees, we use this. So if you see the pi by 2 area, so pi by 2 is the area, total round is 2 pi radians into pi r square. So if you see this, pi by 4 r square. That means 1/4 of pi r square. 1/4 of, so this is 1/4 of the circle. Now if you see this, now you see the, suppose the second cut here. What is this area? This is half of pi r square. How we got? Pi r square is for entire circle, and this angle is pi, and this is total is for 2 pi. So if you case, this is half pi r square. So this is the area. That means finally we can say area is equal to area of a segment is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square, or equal to theta in degree, theta in pi by 2 pi into pi r square. Both are same. 180 degree is equal to pi radians. Pi is what? 22/7. How this pi has come into picture? It has been observed that there is a relation between radius and the circumference. The radius is r. It has been observed circumference is 2 pi r. This is a fixed constant. So as r varies, circumference varies. So from there, the constant of proportionality between the circumference and radius, this pi has come into picture. So 1 pi is equal to 22/7 radians. That is equal to 180 degree. This is 180 degree. So a circle covers 360 degree. 180 into 2, 360 degrees. So we can now suppose I take a segment of 30 degree. What is this area? So 30 by 360 into pi r square. So 1/12 pi r square is the area of this. What is the balance area? Balance area is 1 minus 1/12 into pi r square, that is 11/12 of pi r square. Because if you see what is the angle here, 330. 330 plus 30 is 360. So 330 by 360 into pi r square. 311s 312. So 11/12 pi r square. Whether we can directly calculate from the angle, or we can do minus of this. So this is a segment. Now suppose I want to find out an area of the secant. This is the secant. This is the secant. What is this area? This can be taken as two areas. One is A1 formed by this theta minus A2 formed by the triangle. This is the triangle. We know triangle formula is half base into height, and this is theta by 360 into pi r square. So this area, the caused area segment causing area, can be found out by this. What is the other area? Other area is nothing but pi r square minus this segment area. We'll get other area, bigger area. This is smaller area. So how to find out this? We'll find out the arc and we'll do triangle minus. So we'll get, this is the balance. We'll do some exercise on this and understand better. So these are the general formulas. LB S square half base into height in pi r square. They are the general areas of a segment. These are the segments we have just seen. This is the smaller segment. This is a larger segment. This is a larger segment. Divides into major and smaller. This is major and minor. I say smaller and larger, or minor and major. Let us see this example. Find the area of segment shaded in the figure. This area. PQ is 24, PR is 7, and QR is the diameter of the circle with O. Take pi as 22 by 7. Let us see how it is given. I want this area. So first I will take what is Q. This is 90 degree because it is formed by semicircle. Is formed by semicircle. The triangle formed by semicircle P makes 90 degree. So 24 square plus 7 square is equal to QR square. So QR is 25 centimeters. Then what is the radius of the half of the circle? Is half pi r square. Radius is r. This is dia is 25. R is 12.5. So half pi r square is the radius. If you see calculated, 327 is wrong figure here. It is coming to some other figure. I will just 22 by 7 into 1 by 2, 25 by 2 into 25 by 2. Let us do this. 2 11ths. 2 11ths. What is the value coming? I'm using calculator because 22 divided by 7 into 25 into 25 divided by 8. 245. Value is coming 245. So here it is given 327 is wrong figure. It is mistake. So it is 245. Then what is the area of a right angle triangle? PQ or half base into height. Half base into height. Or we can use square root of s into s minus 1 into s minus 2 into s minus 3. Because all three sides are given. So here I have to find out. Right, but because this is 90, we know this P is 90, so 7 is the altitude. So base is, I can use 24. So 24 into 7 into half is equal to 84. So if I 245 minus 84, it's comes to 245 minus 84. 3 minus 85, around 159 it is coming. But here still this method also is wrong because this portion is left out. P, R and the curvature portion. This should also get minus. From the semicircle, this should also get minus. Then only I'll get exact figure here. Let us see how it is to be done. So this is a circle, this is the diameter, and we have a 24, 7, 25. This is the area to be found out. Is to be found out. So I am putting from center. I am drawing this. This is R. This is R. This is 24. R 24. Now I have to find out what is the angle and what is the area of this. Okay. So to find out this angle, I have drawn a perpendicular to this. Drawn a perpendicular to this. So that means what? A chord, if I draw perpendicular from this, it will bisect the angle. So here it is 12, here it is 12, here is 12.5. So what is this value? 12.5 square minus 12 square under root. That is equal to the height. So what it is coming to? Around 3 it is coming. I'm using calculator here. 12.5 square minus 12 square is equal to square root under is 3.5. Let us say this is 3.5. So if this is 3.5, this is 12. 3.5. Then we can get this angle. Tan theta is equal to 3.5 by 12. So 3.5 divided by 12 is shift tan inverse. Tan theta is 16 degree. 16.26 degree. So this is also 16.26 degrees. That means what is this angle? 180 minus 2 into 16.26. So it is coming to 180 minus 2 into 16.26. 148 roughly. So this angle. So then we have 148 by 360 into pi r square. 22 by 7 into R is 12.5 square. If I simplify this, how much I am getting? 148 divided by 360 into 22 divided by 7 into 12.5 square or by R square. So I'm getting, again I'll do 148 divided by 360 into 22 divided by 7 into 12.5 square. I'm getting 201.88, say 202. So this is the entire area. What is the area of triangle? Half base into height. Base is 24. Height is 3.5. 12, 12 5s are 66, 12 3s are 36 plus 6, 42. This is 42. If I remove 42, what I am getting? Around 160. So this is around 159, around one very small difference. But this we have not studied theta and we have not studied tan inverse, all these things. So it is simplified and given here. This area is assumed very less, negligible, but this is actual. It should become less because some more we are minusing, but actual figure. So how we have to proceed? We have to find out this angle. We have to find out the area of the triangle. We have to find out the segment, and from segment, if I remove area, I'll get area of my dashed segment. This is a simple way. Okay, we proceed to the exercise. Why I have touched this piece? Because this reading is wrongly, so you should not get confused while reviewing this exam. Let us see the exercise. Chord of circle is 10 centimeters radius. It subtends an angle at the center. Find the corresponding minor and major. Right angle at the center. Right angle means it is 90 degree. 90 by 360 into pi r square. 90 by 360 into pi r square, and this one is 270 by 360 into pi r square. It is easily can be found out. Let us see the second one. A chord of circle of radius is subtends an angle of 120. So 120 by 360 into pi r square. Minor segment of the circle, same. Now let us take this one. Problem number 3. What is the problem 3? These are the car has 2 wind wipers. So it has touched this one wind wiper, this is another wind wiper. So it is clearing the glass. Do not overlap. Each wiper has a blade length of 12.5. So this radius is 12.5. Right, 25. Blade length of 25. This total is. Each wiper has a blade length of 25 centimeters. This is different. This is this problem. Okay, leave it. Let us see this problem. So 20% sweeping through an angle of 115 degree. Find the total area cleaned at each sweep of the blades. Let us 25, 115. So this is the windshield. We have one wiper like this. This is another wiper. So what is the area it is covering? Covering 115 is the angle. And this is 25. What is the area? Total it is sweeping. So we can say 20. This is a 115 by 360 into pi into r square. This is one area. Into 2 is the both areas together. So this is the, if we simplify it, we'll get the answer. Understood? So 25, each wiper blade length 25 makes angle 115. Here what is done? Instead of one segment, each one 2 segments. So this we have to, what is this area? It is total area. It is clearing total segment. There is no chord here. There is no chord here. So the 1 by 5 by 360 into pi r square is this area plus this area into 2. because they do not overlap. If they overlap, you have to reduce that area. Suppose if it is, oh, the blade is here, it is coming like that. This blade is here, so this is taking overlap. Then what happens? I have to reduce this area. This is like A intersection B. I have to remove A union B is equal to A plus B minus A. This is intersection B, which has to be reduced. But here is not overlapping, so I have to simply multiply by 2, A plus B. There is no intersection. Let us see the next problem. This one. One, 2, 3, 4. We have to find out the, this is total is 10 centimeters square. So this is 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay. Now I am marking it. All are equal. So this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Let us mark this. So what is the area of 1 plus 1 plus 2? What is this area? 1 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to half of semicircle. This is 10 is total. So this is 5, this is 5. So half pi r square. Half pi r square. 3 areas together. What is required by me is, what is the area of 4 into 1? This shaded zone. Half pi r square. This is half pi r square. Again, this is another half pi r square. This is another half pi r square. This is another half pi r square. So I am putting 4 into half pi r square is equal to 4 into this. Again, you all same 1 plus 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1 plus 2. All are same. So I am getting what? 4 plus 4 plus 8. My requirement is what? My requirement is only 1 plus 1 plus 4. 4 into 1 is my requirement. 4 into 1 plus 4 into 2. This is my extra requirement. So now 4 into 1. 4 into 1 plus 4 into 2. What? Now I am deriving this. 4 into 1 plus 4 into 1 plus 4 into 2 is equal to 4 into 1 by 2 into 22 by 7 into 5 square. Suppose, what is this total area? If I want total area, 1 plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 4 ones plus 4 twos. So 4 ones and 4 twos can be replaced by 10 into 10, 100. This total area, 1 plus 2 plus 1, 4 ones plus 4 twos. This is total area. Total area I am replacing as 100. So I have to minus this 100. This is my 4 into 1 is shaded zone. So how I am getting? If I simplify this, 2 twos are, this is 25, 25 twos are 50. So if I take out 50 out, so what is here left out? 22 by twos are 50. 7, 3.1, let us say, minus 2. So 2.1 into 50 is around 101, 105. So this is the area of this shaded picture. Finally what I got? Finally what I got, area of shaded picture is, this is one method. This is one method. We'll do another method. Okay. Let us say, what is the area of the semicircle? Is half pi r square plus this half pi r square. Half pi r square. 4 semicircles. Now, what is the area when adding all 4 semicircles? Now, this semicircle, this semicircle. See, when I take first area, these two are taken into consideration. When taking second area, this plus this is taken into consideration. This is 2 times added. When taking third semicircle, this plus this. So this is also 2 times added. When I'm taking fourth one, this and this. So each thing is 2 times added. Each is 2 times added. 2 times added. So 2 into area. So 4 is equal to, this is 2 times extra added. 2 times extra added. So when this is 2 times added and this one is 1 time added. So 2a, 2 times of required area plus 4 into 2. This area 2. Area 2 is 1 time added. Area 2 is 1 time, all sides 1 time added. Let us say area 2 1 time added. All this together I am considering area 2. That is equal to 2 into pi r square. So when this goes there, minus area 2. So, but when you say area 2 area, I take out one area plus another area plus area 2. 2 into area 1. Area 1 plus area 1 plus area 2. This is nothing but 100. So area 1 once, area 2 once is nothing but 100. So minus 100. So I will get my same. Now it is coming to same calculation. It's only understanding. Here what I have done? I have done 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. What I have done? 1 plus 1 plus 2. 1 plus 1 plus 2 is half pi r square. So like that I have added 4. So from which I have taken this as a 10 into 10 and reduction. Both are same way. So to understand this method. Okay. So let us go to next problem. So this we understood. Let us see this problem. How to do it? We have a semicircle. So 1/4 pi r square. R is 3.5. So 1/4 pi r square is the area of OBCA. Is not semicircle, is a quarter circle. So pi r square is full circle, quarter is 1/4. So 1/4 pi r square will get area, and we have to do it half base into height. Base is 3.5, height is 3.5 minus 2. So that is 1.5. So half base into height we have to minus, we get this answer. So let us see this problem. This we can do is simple. It's only understanding. So let's do problem number 7. A, B, C, D are respectively are two concentric circles of radius 7 and 21. What is the shaded zone? This is 30 degree. This is 30 degree. So let us see 7 and 21. Degree. So what is the bigger area? 30 by 360 into pi r square. What is the smaller area? 30 by 360 into pi r square. So this minus this is equal to my shaded area. So if I minus this thing is same. So 1 by 12, pi by 12 into 21 square minus 7 square. So we simplify this, get the shaded area. We'll see this one. Calculate the area of the designed region in the figure common between the two coordinates of the circles of radius 10 centimeters each. 10 centimeters each. So let us see. This is 10 centimeters radius. You draw a curve. Centimeters. You draw a curve. So this is 10. So you have put a 10 and you have drawn an arc here. This is also 10. This is 10. You have put a also you have drawn an arc here. So what is this area? This area is 1/4 pi r square. What is this area? Another 1/4 pi r square. So in this, when we are adding these two areas, this particular area is doubled. Particular area is, this time it is added up to this point. This time also up to this point. Then this is 2 times added. 2 times added. So out of this, if I remove and turn into 10, this total area, so I'll get 1A balance. So this minus 100 will give me the area of the design. How I got it? In first thing is suppose 1, 2, 3. What is first one? Is 1 plus 2. What is second one? Is also 2 plus 3. So I am dividing into 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. But 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 10 into 10. So I have to simplify. This becomes half. So 22 by 14 into 100 by minus 100. So if you take 100 out, 22 minus 14 by 14. Minus 1, huh? Minus 1 means this. So 22 minus 14 is 8. So 2 4s are 8, 2 7s. So 400 by 7. 35, 50, around 57 centimeters square is this area. Total is 100 centimeters square. Am I got correctly? Let me check again. This is half pi r square, half into 22 by 7 into r is 10. 1/4 plus 1/4 becomes half minus 100. So this 100 I am taking out. 22 minus 14 by 40. 20 minus 1 is 8. 2 4s, 2 7s. 400 by 7. So same 50. Okay. These are almost occupying half the area. 50 and 100 almost occupying half the area. So with this, we conclude this chapter.